we have our first set right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Paris Valley American Legion Riders. Oh wait, and the Sheriff's the Sheriff's Department. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Starting it off right. Yes.
Thank you for joining us here today on Paris TV. We're live streaming to you from Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. We are seeing our Sheriff's Department and our American Legions 595. I am Stephen Hale, City of Paris Public Information Officer here today, joined by my lovely assistant, Miss Karina Espinoza, our Public Information Assistant. Thanks for being here, Karina. What an awesome day for a parade.
Yes, blue skies. It's a really nice day out here today.
That's right. We got our little flags here waving. We got some awesome vehicles coming through. And it's going to be an awesome day with our American Legion. Hey, the American Legion's primary mission is to help American veterans and their families, as well as American children and youth. The United States Veterans Bureau, forerunner of the Veterans Administration, was created in 1921 as a result of efforts by the Legion. In addition, the organization continues to press for improved educational and medical benefits for new veterans and a complete accounting of all prisoners of wars and soldiers listed as mission and action. Thank you to our American Legion Riders, Chapter 595 of the American Legion Post. Boy, what a great day for a parade.
Yes.
We've had already a very busy morning. Earlier this morning, the City of Paris launched off our new Veterans Memorial here over at in downtown Paris, across the street from Lagar Coffee Shop. If you have not been there to see that, I tell everybody, you have to come out and see this. This thing looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It took a lot of time, a lot of manpower, a lot of efforts. I know the mayor was really proud of that. I think we're going to have him on later to chat with us a little bit. But that's something, a project that was about 5 years in the making that came to fruition this morning. That was kind of why we were a few minutes late here. They tallied up a few final things there, and now we're ready to get started for a parade.
Woo!
It's going to be a good day. We've already got plenty of Paris residents out here lining the streets, getting their good seats. They got their flags in place.
You got your flag, Steven?
I got my flag here. We're waving around, showing our spirit. It's going to be a good day. If you're watching this right now, there's still time to get down here, grab a seat. There's plenty of seats over here on the side, but I know folks are already lined up here on D Street, and it's going to be a good day.
It definitely is. So you're a veteran, Stephen.
It's true. I am a veteran. I was in the United States Navy for 8 years. I was served. Got my veteran hat here. USS Carl Vinson. Served
for your service.
Yep, I served on board the USS Carl Vinson. It was an aircraft carrier. I worked public affairs, multimedia, of course. Now I've naturally found a career path of similar stature here in the city of Paris, but I worked in a lot of media, public affairs, cut my teeth as a flight deck photographer and videographer, and a little bit of military journalism as well, and then eventually ended up at March Air Force Base, the American Forces Network, here in Moreno Valley, Riverside, working at the broadcast center for all of our troops to get their content. So
how was that?
It was pretty great. It was a much slower pace than being on an aircraft carrier, to be able to work in that environment. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that sea duty, or excuse me, shore duty. All right, what do we got coming up here? We got our next float.
Looks like the Paris Valley Chamber of Commerce representing the farmers market.
Right.
You know, they host the farmers market a few times throughout the month.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
They do it at the VFW.
At the VFW right there. Celebration of local food every other Saturday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. right at the American Legion, 600 North D Street here in Paris, California.
There's a lot of artisan crafts. There's fresh produce. It's a nice way to spend your Saturday morning.
That's right. And of course, coming up behind our Paris Valley Chamber is our Honorable Mayor of the City of Paris, Mayor Michael M. Vargas, with the First Lady of Paris, Miss Julie Vargas. They're riding in a 1962 Chevy Impala. And the interesting thing about the Chevy Impala, it recently won the People's Choice Award at the city's Cruise and Care event. Mayor Vargas would like to humbly thank all of our veterans who have served our country. On behalf of the City of Paris, we salute you. Let's check in with Mayor Vargas.
But anyway, happy Veterans Day to all our veterans. We thank you for serving and for providing freedom here in the United States of America. What a better place to be. So we look forward to seeing you during our Christmas parade, and please have a safe and a very nice Thanksgiving also this month. Goodbye, God bless you everybody, and God bless America and the city of Paris.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Sharp looking.
Beautiful.
Tell us who we have next coming up here.
Proud Navy veteran and Mayor Pro Tem David Starr Rath is riding in the 1923 International Harvester Pickup. Compliments of Mr. Bruce Cooper. The City of Paris would like to thank David for his service to this country.
Day to all of our veterans, especially those of the best branch, United States Navy. Have a happy and safe Thanksgiving as well. See you in a few weeks at the Christmas parade.
Big round of applause, David Starr Rath.
Ooh, that yellow looks amazing on that truck.
Yeah, it does.
City of Paris Councilmember Rita Rogers.
All right, who do we have next?
Councilmember Rita Rogers and her grandson Jordan are riding in a 1970s Oldsmobile. Compliments of Leo Biller. They would like to give their gratitude and honor all veterans.
I just wanted to say thank you to all veterans for serving in the war. And I just want to say we're very grateful so we can live in a peaceful world. And thank you for your service, all veterans.
Wow, what kind of
Big round of applause. Jordan, the grandson. That was nice. I like that. Good speeches. Good speech.
Now we got our nice
Right
one
behind
here.
that
This
is
the
Councilmember
Rita.
Malcolm
Tell us about
Corona
Mr. Malcolm
and his
Corona.
family who are
Councilmember
riding
Malcolm Corona.
in our
So
City
yeah,
of Paris
Malcolm Corona
Polaris.
is riding in our
We have a few words
Our
as
city
well.
Polaris, is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Hello,
Hello,
City
everybody.
Polaris.
Beautiful morning today to celebrate all the sacrifices that our veterans have done for our own country, and will continue to do. So happy Veterans Day to everybody. Have a safe holidays coming up. Thank you so much.
Big round of applause.
You know, you can
Councilman
find this
Malcolm
ranger
Corona.
out at all of our Take a Hike events.
That's
Actually,
right.
we have a
Well,
Take a
take
Hike
'em all.
event
We do.
coming up next Saturday.
Next Saturday, so if
Check
you're,
in at 7:30 a.m.,
Big
folks.
round
yep,
of
you'll
applause,
see the
everyone.
Polaris floating around there, going through all
Our
the
next
way.
one is Councilmember Maricela Nava, and she is riding this 1955 Chevy Bel Air.
All right, Councilmember Nava is riding in a 1957 Chevy Bel Air, courtesy of
T-Bird,
Mr.
I said, riding a
I'm wrong here.
T-Bird.
That's a T-Bird.
Please make some noise, everyone.
Yep, we got that a little mixed up there. That's all right. 1957 T-Bird.
How are we today? Wishing you all a happy Veterans Day. Thank you all so much for coming out. It's truly an honor to be here with you all. Thank you.
Big round of applause for Maricela Nava, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a nice red, Steven.
Yeah, I'll take that. It's got a little James Bond feel to it. I like it. All right, I think we got City Clerk, Miss Nancy Salazar. She's in the city vehicle RAV4, driven by Miss Cynthia Lemus. Cynthia Lemus is a spouse of one of our own, Juan Lemus. He still serves in the Navy Reserve here in the city of Paris. They're wishing everyone a safe and enjoyable Veterans Day. That's Paris City Clerk Nancy Salazar.
Big round of applause, everyone, for Nancy Salazar. Right behind her, ladies and gentlemen, City Manager Claire Montes, and she is riding a
All right, we have City Manager Clara Miramontes in a 1929 Model A Ford driven by Hans Weg. She sends her respects to all the service members who service our great
19
nation.
years old. A big noise, everyone.
Really great to be out here with you. And today I want to thank all our veterans out there. Today to celebrate and honor you. So thank you, and everyone have a great day.
Big round of applause, everyone. Claire Miramontes, our City Manager.
All right, and then one more here. Karina, tell us who we got.
Yes, please welcome Mr. Ernie Reyna, Deputy City Manager, riding in a 1965 GMC pickup truck.
And he was driven by Mr. Veteran, Mr. Bill Hines, who was once stationed in Guantanamo Bay, specializing in anti-submarine warfare. The city of Paris appreciates your service, Bill. All right. And joining us here in the booth here in just a second, I see our mayor, Mr. Michael M. Vargas, who's coming in to join us here. He's going to get set up here on our microphone. Mr. Mayor, welcome to the Veterans Day Parade. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
I hear you guys have already had a busy morning over at the Veterans Memorial. Tell us about that this morning.
Oh, let me tell you, that is very exciting to be having
Our public safety team is going to make sure the sirens work around
to
here.
have our first very own Veterans Memorial is awesome. You know, we have a lot of men and women buried there going back to the Civil War, so it's very exciting. I'm glad that we were able to bring that to
We got all 5 branches of the service covered in there: Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard. What an awesome thing. I know this was a big project for you as well.
Yes, it was. All 5 are being recognized, and that's what makes it awesome.
Tell us about this event today. How awesome is
Well,
this?
you know what? This is our first parade since the pandemic, so it's nice to be out. It's good to see our people out again. And again, you know, we are honoring our veterans, so that's probably the most important thing we got to remember. But I'm just glad we were able to facilitate a parade again, and looking forward to our Christmas holiday parade as well.
That's right. This is a good warm-up for that. We just saw Gene Frey, superintendent of Paris Elementary School, and now we're looking at Chief Mark Scoville of CAL FIRE riding in their new fire truck here. They'd like to give gratitude to all of our honorable veterans. So, Mayor, I saw you had a pretty nice ride today. Are you going to try and take that one home with you?
Well, I got to tell you, Steve, that's the first time me being in a lowrider, so that was a treat. So it was a nice car, though, and I love that midnight metallic blue paint. It's my first car I had was a 1966 Mustang, and it was metallic midnight blue as well.
So good. It got to come full circle. Well, thanks for stopping by. Before we let you go, is there anything you'd like to say to our veterans out there?
I just want to thank all our veterans, all our men and women who served in the armed forces. Thank you for providing our freedom for us. And for those who also paid the ultimate sacrifice, we have to honor and remember them as well.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by with us, Mayor.
My pleasure, guys.
Have a good
Take care.
afternoon.
Likewise.
And please welcome City of Paris Hip Hop Beginning Class under the direction of Derek Brown. Classes are held at the City of Paris Bob Glass Gym. Please visit the gym for more info or visit City of Paris and locate Civic Rec.
What? All right, and joining us now here in our booth is our city manager, Miss Clara Miramontes. Hey there, city manager. How are you, ma'am?
Good morning, everyone. I'm doing great. It's such a wonderful sunny day today.
It's a
perfect day for parade.
Perfect day for a parade. We're getting a little demonstration here by our hip hop crew. Now, you were coming in a pretty nice vehicle.
Yes.
Tell us about that. How was that experience?
Oh, man, I'm not a car person, but it was a 29 year.
It's pretty sweet, though.
It was beautiful. It had this fiery red paint job on it.
Yeah.
And the owner actually has 5 more vehicles. So
wow.
He's a collector. And he had all these cool sirens. So it was a really neat ride. It was a very nice ride.
Now, we were just talking with the mayor about our Veterans Memorial that you guys unveiled this morning. What an awesome project for the city to be a part of. Finally bring that to completion. Tell us a little bit about how awesome that event was this morning.
It was so well attended. We had our base commander from March Air Reserve Base. We had representatives from all levels, our Congressman Takano, Senator Ross, and of course our council members. But that project, oh, these kids are doing so wonderful.
Yeah, they're doing awesome out here. They're ready for this.
It was about a 4-year project that took some designing, some vision, some leadership, and it took some sponsorship, some of our partners in the community. So it was a very touching.
Yeah.
It's not just a structure, but it's a very touching. You know, you can feel the power there when you arrive.
And that's what we want. We want to make sure that there's that emotion that's connected to it, that these memories live on. So that was a valuable part of today's. Well, it's a great day for a parade. We're going to get moving. Wanted to say thanks for you stopping by. Is there anything you'd like to say to our veterans before you go here?
Just thank you for your service to all the veterans out there, and we celebrate and honor you. So thank you for everything you do. You've done.
Thanks, City Manager Clara Miramontes, very much for your time. Karina, who do we got here? Who's making all this racket now?
Riding in our Veterans Day Parade is the Christian Motorcycle Ministry. We are proud to be Americans and want to remind us all that freedom is not free. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light.
Awesome stuff. Yep, they're making plenty of racket. These now this is what I need. I need one of these 3-wheelers so that I don't fall. I want to make sure that I don't be that guy that falls off here. So I'm going to need to get one of those three-wheel motorcycles right here.
Those are pretty nice.
All right, it looks like we've got our California Military Institute coming up. Tell us about this.
Yes, we have CMI 10-man color guard led by David Sibley.
CMI, that's right. CMI right here in Paris. They do awesome work for the youth of our kids, our Rough Rider, leading the charge here in Paris, California.
It's always great to see the youth involved.
That's
in
right.
Supporting the military.
Yeah, and I like this because it institutes in them at a young age, you know, the value and respect that we can have for our young people. Hey, we have another guest here in the booth. That's
Hi,
our
Ernie.
Deputy City Manager, Mr. Ernie Reyna. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
How was your trip in here?
It was amazing. I loved riding in that pickup. Everybody, it seemed to be a fan favorite.
It's a fan favorite.
Fan favorite.
That was the yellow one?
I think it was more like a purplish color.
Oh, that was the purple one.
66. People loved it. So we had to rev the engine and stuff like that. They wanted to hear the noise on the truck, but they loved it.
Maybe the Deputy City Manager needs to do some city touring and that throughout the week.
I think that'd be nice. Yeah, I really.
We were just talking with Clara and with our mayor about our Veterans Memorial that went on this morning. How was that event for you?
Oh, it was amazing. It was surreal. I mean, just seeing all that, the structure that was built and how quickly they did it, and it was very touching. I know a lot of the veterans looked at that with tears in their eyes, so it was nice to see that.
That was a powerful thing for us to observe this morning.
Yeah, very powerful.
We got our CMI youth here. We were just talking about the importance of having young people, and you know, that's what we're here today, is to pay respect to our veterans, and now we get to train them at an early age.
Absolutely. It's great to see this. It's great to see it.
Is there anything you'd like to say for our veterans here before you go here?
Yeah, I just want to say a shout out to all the veterans and thank you for your service, and have a happy Veterans Day. So yeah,
awesome.
Great. Okay.
That's our Deputy City Manager, Mr. Ernie Reyna. Thanks for stopping by here in the booth with us for a few minutes.
And behind Color Guard is CMI's marching unit led by David Sibley.
Please welcome CMI's marching unit led by David Sibley.
It's always interesting to see also like the youth every year and seeing how they're getting older and, you know, perfecting their marches.
Yep. Lots of hours to get it into the right rhythm and the right steps here. Awesome job by our young cadets here. You know, many of these guys are they're the next wave of veterans that are going to be here the next 15, 20 years or so. So it's awesome to see this many young people giving back to their community, participating in their community, participating in the future respect and the future admiration for potential service members to come. And I think we've got another group coming up here after this as well. We'll see this last presentation of colors.
And some of these students were at the memorial today.
Yep. A lot of them have been up early this morning to participate. We had our CMI Color Guard present the colors at our Veterans Memorial that was unveiled. They participated in that, so they're already getting involved with the community, already showing that early community support, and it's just awesome to see them start at such a young age.
It really is.
Thank you to our CMI.
And following is CMI Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Michael Tatum and Drum Major Fatima Serna.
Yes, they do. They got it going. This grades 5 through 12, our CMI marching unit, I think we're led by Mr. Michael Tatum and Drum Major Fatima Serna. We are joined now in our booth by Council Member David Starr Rabb, and I guess I need to put it to you this way as well. Gunner's Mate Second Class, Mr. David Starr Rabb as well, my fellow Navy veteran here.
Yes, thank you for having me, Stephen. I really appreciate being here today. I really appreciate honoring our veterans each November 11th. We honor our veterans, and the City of Paris is our annual Veterans Day Parade. It kind of kicks off a series of events highlighting not only Veterans Day, but the holidays all the way into the new year. It's one of the highlights of my time on the City Council.
Right now, you were, I saw a couple of your early remarks here. You were at the Veterans Memorial, and you were telling a little bit about how you've got a legacy of some family members who have also served, which kind of led you to follow in their footsteps as well, correct?
Yes, two of my dad's brothers served in World War II. My maternal grandfather served in World War II as well. And I recently learned that my great-great-great-grandfather served in the Civil War for the Union and died in the battle shortly after the Battle of Vicksburg, buried at Vicksburg National Cemetery.
That's amazing. So it really does come from a long heritage of veterans in your own family.
Yeah.
What was it like seeing that this morning?
It was a great ceremony, and I'd like to thank my colleagues on the council, particularly Mayor Vargas for spearheading that, and IDI Logistics for providing the financing to get that Veterans Memorial. It's very beautiful, and if you have the time, please drop by and visit it.
Now, we're seeing our CMI marching band right now. What's it like for you now as a veteran to kind of see this next generation coming through who's paying their respects to the veterans? And many of these young people will go on to serve themselves after high school. What's that like to just be a part of that?
It's amazing to see the next generation of veterans and these young people, young men and women serving their country and developing the skills necessary to serve their country through CMI.
Awesome. Anything you'd like to say to our veterans before we let you go here?
I just want to wish all the veterans a happy Veterans Day and enjoy it. It's your day, and we continue to honor your service to our great nation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for stopping by our booth. Glad to have you today. Look at that. Our marching band here at CMI. Awesome job.
They sound amazing. You know, watching the youth participate in these parades is so inspiring. It really is.
It's good to know that our future generations are in good hands. Karina, tell us who we have next here.
So now we have Riverside Transit Agency, who provides public bus service for the Western Riverside County, including the City of Paris, through 34 fixed routes for commuter links and dial-a-ride services.
Yep, thanks for our Riverside Transit Authority for participating in this year's parade.
You know, the American flag looks great on that bus.
It does. It's like you can see it coming from a mile away, and that's what we want here.
Fun-loving group of community members and veterans coming together to share love and smiles to the community with their fur babies alongside.
And I believe this is Vets and Pets, a fun-loving group of community members and veterans coming together to share love and smiles to the community with their fur babies alongside. Look at all those cute dogs.
Oh, look, they got them in the carriers, Vets and Pets. Got folks of all ages here.
And we got all sizes too. We got tiny dogs, we got big dogs. We even have them in little costumes.
All right, we're joined in our booth right now by another one of our awesome council members, Miss Rita Rogers. How are you, ma'am? Thanks for joining us here today.
I'm doing great. It's wonderful to be here.
What an amazing day for a parade. Perfect weather.
It is, and I have my grandson with me,
Jordan. See you have a strapping young lad here with you. Jordan, thanks for being here. Wonderful speech over there in the car. How was it like riding in that car?
It was pretty cool. It rumbled a lot, and that was really fun to be in this experience.
You can take your mask off.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was fun to be in that car, huh?
Yeah, it was really fun because we all got to see each other and come together for this beautiful day, which we all know as the Veterans Day Parade in the city of Paris.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for your kind words on that. Ma'am, what was it like being a part of this, seeing all of our residents out here? I know we had the Veterans Memorial that was unveiled this morning.
It's actually wonderful. We had to miss so many parades because of the pandemic. And it's wonderful that the community has come together, particularly to honor the veterans that have made the ultimate sacrifice for us, for our freedom, and for our country.
Yes, ma'am. Great to see everybody come together. We just saw all of our CMI young people come through. Their marching band, and we were just talking about how awesome it is to see the next generation who's coming next. I know Jordan he's already vocalized some awesome support, and that's what's inspiring for us.
It is. It's wonderful to see our youth embrace the Veterans Day Parade, and particularly with CMI to be in a military school and really embrace that. So
it's been a great part of it. Is there anything you'd like to say to our veterans before we let you go here today?
I just want to thank you for the sacrifices that you've made, for the families that support the veterans, and for all our military stationed wherever. My granddaughter is married to an Army general
wonderful.
Stationed in Washington, so we're a military family, so we support our veterans.
Jordan, is there anything you'd like to say to us before we kick you out of here, man?
I'd like to say thank you for everyone coming to the Veterans Parade to honor those who sacrificed their lives on the front lines, and just thank you for coming.
Jordan, I think you might have a career in politics, buddy. You're doing great, man. Thank you both for joining us today. It's been an awesome day, and we're going to have a lot more going on.
Thank you.
You know, I said that to Jordan this morning, but he said he wants to be a YouTube blogger.
A YouTube blogger. Hey, either way, that works out, buddy. Just make sure you always remember the vets even on YouTube, okay? All right.
All right. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you both for stopping by.
Bye-bye.
Karina, who do we have here next?
Yes, so please welcome the Light of the World Church, Pastor Samuel Gray, and the church choir present today, who would like to thank the veterans for their service.
All right, let's listen in on this church choir. You can visit their website, LLDmusa.org or LLDM.org.
It's great to see all these organizations.
I know.
Together
So much community support. Our faith-based organizations, our local nonprofits, our community stakeholders, businesses. It's a great day for everybody to come together and honor these troops. We're seeing a lot of participation with this. I see the Paris Valley Historical Museum. Tell us a little bit about that, Karina.
Yeah, so they're riding with President Mary Spradlin in a 1998 Porsche Boxster convertible. Please visit the Paris Depot after the parade. You can also view the Mott Museum on Highway 74 to view the first fire truck and scores of other historical vehicles.
I like that Porsche.
It's
a sweet way to ride. All right, we're joined now by our amazing city clerk, Miss Nancy Salazar.
Hi.
How are you, ma'am?
Great, thank you.
Awesome day.
Yes, it is. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Yes, we saw you earlier at the Veterans Memorial. How was that?
Beautiful. It's touching. I mean, my son was in the Navy, so.
That's right.
Yes.
Fellow Navy family over here.
Yes, yes. And so it was just beautiful that we have a monument to just recognize everyone that served and all of our veterans, and for the city to come through with something so beautiful. It's a touching feeling. Can't wait to see it at night.
I know. I hear it lights up beautifully at night. So it's, there's a lot of cities or a lot of organizations that say they do stuff for veterans. It's pretty cool to be a part of an organization that actually does and builds a memorial like that.
Right.
Now, you came in on a pretty sweet ride here today.
What did we call it? We called it the White Thunder.
The White Thunder? That was our city vehicle, a RAV4 today.
Yes.
But you were driving with Cynthia Lemus, I think, correct?
Yes,
and,
I was.
and she's a military wife, so you guys...
Is she really?
Yeah, she's a military wife. Her husband, Juan, is in the Navy Reserve, so more Navy connections around here. But is there anything you'd like to say to our Navy vets or I guess all of our veterans for their service here today?
Thank you, thank you. We can't say enough. We can't. I mean, there's no words for everything they've sacrificed, everything they've done for us, for our country. It's just, it's such a soft spot in my heart, you
Right.
know, because of everything they've done. My son, what everything he's experienced. We just can't thank them enough.
Right. Well, we want to say thank you to you because whenever you're serving, it's a family business. Everybody is involved in that. So for you to even be a part of that as a Navy mom, we want to say thank you to your family's sacrifice as well. But thanks for joining us here today. We're glad to have you. Thanks for stopping by. All right, you too.
You too.
Who's next up for us, Karina?
Yes, we have Families Achieving Success Organization, a nonprofit organization that provides life skill education and mental health awareness programs.
All right, Signs for Unity. You can check out Families Achieving Success Together at fasttogether.com. I'm really impressed by how many young people we have out here participating in all this event.
Yes, it's great to see. All right, we have from Paris High School, JROTC Drill Team Color Guard Unit, under the direction of Mr. John Kirkland.
Junior ROTC here. We're gonna have another presentation of colors here in a minute. Like to see all this, honoring some Panther pride. Junior ROTC, they're the ones, you know, they're gonna be training to be in the ROTC Officers Corps. So that's always good to see that and starting here at a young age here at Paris High. Let's check in with their color guard here.
Sir, Captain, sir! Paris High School Junior Reserve Officer Training Card from Paris, California Color Guard Team. I'd like to thank all veterans across the nation, sir! Yes, sir! Carry colors!
Happy Veterans Day. All right, back here in the booth, I am joined by Mr. Arsenio Ramirez. Arsenio, thanks for being here with us today, man. We're having a blast at this Veterans Day.
Awesome. Thank you guys for being out here and bringing this to the city via the web.
Yeah, man, you've been overseeing. You've had a couple different moving parts over the course of the last few hours here. I know you and your team was out super early setting up. You had 2 events going on, 2 different parts of the city, but now we got the Veterans Day. Talk a little bit about how that planning's been going.
So the planning started when we were given the green light after COVID, that we were going to have our fall events and winter events. So this planning has been happening for a couple of months now. And the staff did a great job of getting everything organized, coordinated in order to bring this to the city of Paris.
Yeah, why is that important for us to honor these veterans? Why is that important?
Because they served us and we're here because of them. Our freedom, being able to do what we do is because of our veterans. And thank you for your service.
You're very welcome. Appreciate that. Well, we want to say thank you to your staff for putting on this amazing event. You know, it's important to honor veterans, but it's also important to do it the right way. And so you and your staff have worked tirelessly to get this done, especially coming out of the pandemic. We're happy to have these events back. So thank you to your staff as well. Is there anything you'd like to say to all of our veterans out there who may be watching?
Thank you again, and we appreciate your service. And thanks for coming out. City of Paris, we're back. We're going to have a lot more events for you in the upcoming months.
Awesome. Thanks. That's Arsenio Ramirez, our Community Services Manager, and we're glad to have you here today. Thanks, bud, for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another presentation of colors here. Who do we got, Karina?
We got Paris High School JROTC Battalion Unit under the direction of Mr. John Kirk.
Thanks for the service to this great nation, sir! Yes, sir! Order! Order! Ready!
Wow, now they were sing.
Yeah. Boy, that'll get you amped, won't it?
I'm ready.
Round of applause for Paris High School JROTC Battalion.
I like how they said they're the future fighting force.
Yes.
I love it.
This is great. And you know what? It's also nice to see all the different uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's kind of represented
We
there.
also have the Paris High School.
Paris High School's bringing a strong presence with their JROTC program here.
Yes, and upcoming we got the JROTC Armed Drill Team from Paris High School under the direction of Mr. John Kirkland.
Mr. Kirkland's done a pretty amazing job with his team here, and it's good to see them all kind of come together.
It really is.
Sir, good morning, sir. Paris High School Army Junior Reserve Armed Drill Team from Paris, California. Dedicating this performance for every past and present veteran. Sir! Yes, sir! Order! Armed!
Good stuff.
Can you do that, Steve?
No, I certainly couldn't.
I couldn't.
There were things I could do in the Navy. That is not one of them. Marching and rhythm and spinning your weapon was never my forte. That's why I let the professionals do it.
Yeah, and it shows a lot of discipline.
It does. People don't always realize what goes into this type of movements and why the precision of it is so important. It's you know, little things like that could be the difference maker. So we started at a young age. We started, you know, like everything, practice makes perfect. And there's rhythms and movements that are valuable to the overall unit. That's why we march as one. We stay unified as one. Because all that stuff matters when you're out in the field. So
It does.
It's
And
good to
what
see
we're
it
watching
learn.
is hours and hours of practice.
Yep. Good stuff. A lot of action. Look at that. Wow. Very well done.
Mark! Arms! Forward!
Did you do anything like this in your time?
You know, I marched a little bit in boot camp, and basic training was my first marching experience, and it took me everything in my power to finally just learn how to get into step. So after I was done and figured the marching out, I said, don't give me anything in my hands for me to try and do. I've done enough here. So after my marching days, that was the extent of it. I was more on the firefighter side of things, but this was not my particular forte.
Would you say you need rhythm?
Yeah, you could say I need rhythm. That would be a fair assessment of my of my marching capabilities. These guys are off to a great start, though.
Yeah, no one's dropped anything.
But we have to knock on wood now.
Oh, yes.
Wow. It's a lot of action in there. A lot of different movements. Have to be in sync, all three of them.
Yes, lots of coordination. I'm sure there's lots of proud parents out there.
Oh, yeah.
today.
Oh, yeah. Again, another impressive set of movements there by our Paris High School JROTC Armed Drill Team.
Here! March!
fall back here in formation.
Attention! March! 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 March!
Amazing performance.
Yeah, really well done.
Jump team! Halt! Freeze and arm! Sir, good morning, sir. Paris National Army Junior Reserve Armed Drill Team from Paris, California, thanking every past and present veteran for their service. Sir! Thank you, sir! Order! Arm! Reform! Left, right, left. Forward! March!
Wow, quite the performance by our Paris High School JROTC Armed Drill Team. Mr. John Kirkland has got his team working pretty well here. It's a pretty impressive little setup.
Now we got the Paris truck coming.
Everyone is our City of Paris City Youth Advisory Committee.
Here we have the YAC driving in the Paris truck. A group of civically engaged teens who strive to create an impact in our community. The YAC would like to give a huge thank you for all our veterans that help serve our country. You know, YAC puts on a lot of great events.
YAC really does.
Last week we had Trunk or Treat,
Yes,
right?
they had Trunk or Treat.
And closing out our parade,
We had a great
everyone,
turnout.
is
It
our
was nice
ice
to
cream
see all the
truck.
parents and teens with all their costumes.
Yep, and now they've been parading around here for a little bit. I know they've been getting ready for this, but I know they were geared up for this, and they did have an awesome Trunk or Treat event
Yes.
that went down last week. Who's coming up next here?
Yeah, we have the ice cream truck, a local ice cream
Yeah.
truck here in Paris, who serves soft serve ice cream. It's family owned and operated since 2002.
All right.
And you know, the Statler Youth Center is open all throughout the week, and they put on lots of events for the youth and activities.
Yep. If you are if you're a young person or you know of a young person and you want to get them involved with their community, the Statler Youth Center is a great way to do that. They have all kinds of events, but they also participate in our local city council meetings. They're very involved with our community, and they work closely with representation on our council as
And they also offer discounted tutoring as well.
One more round of applause for the ice cream trucks.
Woo. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream, and we scream for our veterans.
Captain. First need his rank. I mean, I don't know if everybody's going to be eating a ton of ice cream here in November. I mean, it's technically still 64 degrees outside right now, but I don't know. I'm one of those people. I like to get some ice cream as I sit around a campfire. Why not?
Yeah. You can just watch a movie, get some ice cream. You know, you can't resist it when you hear that jingle. It's like, okay, I gotta get ice cream.
The end of our parade. This was a great start off back from the pandemic, and we want to.
And we're wrapping up here our final floats.
Yes, we have Sabrina Chavez.
Yep, Sabrina Chavez. She is our Director of Community Services. She was leading us through, and then, of course, more of our City of Paris team members that have come through.
Community Services team members.
Yep.
You know, the ones that made it all happen. If it weren't for them, we couldn't put the show together.
All right. Well, Karina, that about does it for our parade here. We have had some amazing events. I got to tell you, it's been quite a joy to be here with you again today.
Yes.
Participating in this. What'd you think? Did you have a particular favorite?
I don't know. I kind of like the classic cars at the beginning.
I did
it's always
too.
Nice to see. They're shining, and you know, we don't really see those kinds of cars around in the streets anymore. So I think it's always nice to see those included in the parade.
That's right. I liked the T-Bird that we had as well. That 57 T-Bird was pretty sweet out here.
And we can't forget about all the CMI and the youth.
That's right.
And their nice uniforms showing discipline and collaboration.
Yep.
I think those are my two favorites.
I would agree with you. I think it was an awesome day, a beautiful day. We want to again say thank you to everybody who watched online. We want to thank you, all of our residents who came out, participated in this, all of our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Captain Chaplain Quinn Hani of our, he was our Commander of Ceremonies here for all of our junior personnel as they reported back to the Commander of Ceremonies. Thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you to everybody who participated. Karina, thanks for being an awesome host and joining me today. And thank you to our sound booth, our Teen Vision crew over at Paris High, our Director of Operations back there, Mr. Everett Hambley, who's back there running sticks, and then all of our camera crews as well. So
thank you, Stephen, for being a great host, and of course for your service here.
Very welcome. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Steven, this is Karina for Paris TV. Thank you for an awesome event, and we will look forward to seeing you at our Christmas Day parade coming up here in December. We'll have more information with you on that.
Keep up with us on social media to find out.
Where can they follow us?
At City of Paris on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
All right, folks, that'll do it from here at the City Hall, City of Paris. Happy to have you a part of us. Thanks for stopping by today.
See, even nobody in council came all dressed up. Like, they know.